What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Charlotte Hornets, who ever since making a couple trades at the deadline are 3-0, which is insane. I'll get my thoughts on those trades here in a second, but the goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. It should be a lot of fun, man. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, man, let's get started with my thoughts on the trade. The first one they did is they sent Gordon Hayward to the OKC Thunder, and in return they got Trey Mann, Vasilije Micic, and 2 second-round picks in 2024 and 25. Honestly, I really do like this trade for both teams. You know, for OKC, they get a veteran wing player, and then for Charlotte, Trey Mann is young, he fits the timeline, and he can really thrive in a bigger role, which we're already seeing. In this deal, they also got Vasilije Micic, you know, a veteran player. He can provide some leadership, and you're also getting 2 second-round picks, man. That's not too bad. Anyways, the second trade the Hornets did is they sent PJ Washington to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a 2027 first-round pick, which is top 2 protected. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love taking on the contract for Grant Williams. You know, it's a 4-year deal, 53 M's. With that being said though, you're gonna get a first round pick, and as a rebuilding team, that's really all that matters. I'm honestly not mad at this deal either. Anyways, man, let's get into our rotation breakdown. At the one we got LaMelo Ball, who is 22 years old, 88 overall. I mean, obviously injuries are a concern with him, but when he is on the floor, he looks really good, man. You know, 24 points per game this season, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. We round up around here, and he's shooting 36% from deep, which is pretty good. It goes without saying, man, he's the face of our franchise. He's gonna be safe for this entire video. At the 2 we got Trey Mann, who obviously we already talked about, but yeah, 23 years old, 76 overall. And ignore these stats, bro, they don't do him justice. He's been hooping ever since he got to Charlotte. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried about his size. You know, 6'3", that's not ideal, and defensively a backcourt of him and LaMelo Ball also doesn't sound great. I mean, bro, the guy's a hooper, no doubt about it. Whether he starts or not for us, honestly, I think he's gonna be safe for this entire video. And I'll tell you what, man, someone who definitely is safe is Brandon Miller, 21 years old, 82 overall, and despite only being a rookie, 2nd overall pick in this past year's draft, he's really been hooping. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 39% from deep. I'm not gonna lie, man, I was one of those guys who thought the Hornets should have gone with Scoot Anderson instead of Brandon Miller, and I can admit when I'm wrong. Brandon Miller looks like a future star. He's definitely gonna be safe for this entire video. Anyways, at the 4 we got Miles Bridges, who is 25 years old, 82 overall. I mean, he's having a good season, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 37% from deep. With that being said though, obviously you guys know his situation off the court, and with him being due for an extension this offseason, I think I would rather not bring him back. I just think we gotta change the culture here in Charlotte, man. It is what it is. At the 5 we got Nick Richards, because Mark Williams is out with an injury. We'll talk about him in a second, but anyways, Nick Richards is looking pretty good this season. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block, and he's shooting 69% from the floor, which is great. My only concern is that both him and Mark Williams are traditional centers. You know, they don't space the floor, and I don't really love that. If I'm being honest, eventually one of them has to go. Anyways, let's take a look at our bench now. We got Grant Williams, who is 25 years old, 76 overall. You know, he began his career with the Celtics. He wanted the bigger role, and it didn't really work out with the Mavericks. Now he just has this long-term contract, bro, which I don't really want. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's gonna be a decent rotational player for us. You know, he's a pretty good defender. He can knock down a 3 ball. Yeah, eventually we are gonna use that contract as salary filler for a trade. It just is what it is. Anyways, also got Cody Martin in the mix. He's 28 years old, 76 overall. I mean, he's pretty decent. 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and the 3-point shot is a little bit below average, 34%. Honestly, man, the main thing I like is that he plays defense. We definitely need that. He could be a nice role player for us. We also got Seth Curry in the mix, who is 33 years old, 74 overall. You know, obviously he's getting older and regressing. He's only shooting 36% from deep this season, which I think is a career low, right? Yeah, it is. Again, it's not a big surprise. He is 33. At least he can bring some veteran leadership to us, and that's really all I want from Vasilije Micic as well. It's actually kind of funny. He's technically a rookie, even though he's 30, but he did play overseas for a long time. Now, he's not a great defender. He's not too efficient offensively, but he is a good passer. Honestly, I just want the veteran leadership, man. I'll take it. And the last guy on our 10-man rotation is Bryce McGowens, who is 21 years old, 73 overall. Only a 2nd-round pick from 2 years ago, but he has pretty good size, good athleticism, and he's shooting 36% from deep this season. We'll take that. If he progresses and becomes nice for us, that would be a bonus. Anyways, let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation. We got Davis Bertans, who is 31 years old, 72 overall. I did change his contract for next year. It used to be 18 M's, but only 5.25 is guaranteed. That's good for us, man. That'll save us some money. We also got Nick Smith Jr. in the mix, who is 19 years old, 72 overall, and the 27th overall pick in this past year's draft. I mean, he's definitely a bucket getter, you know, 45% shooting from deep this season. That's really good. To be honest with you, now that we got Trey Mann, I'm really not sure what kind of role Nick Smith Jr. is gonna have. Another young guy might get lost in the mix is JT Thor. He's 21 years old, 71 overall, 2nd-round pick in 2021. I mean, he's a really good athlete, but we got a lot of those. He might end up being one of the odd men out. And last but not least, we got Mark Williams, who is dealing with a back injury. I think he's supposed to get reevaluated in like 3 weeks. Although with the way the team is playing, it wouldn't surprise me if they shut him down for the season. Either way, man, he's 22 years old and 82 overall when he is healthy. I could definitely see him being our center of the future. And speaking of the future, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off with season 1. Honestly, man, it's pretty simple. I just want to be bad this year and get a good draft pick. If I can do that, I'll be happy. And then for season 2, it's a pretty weird one, but I do want to change the culture. You know, we're gonna let Miles Bridges walk this offseason, and we're gonna have some money in free agency. I'm not just just trying to bring in talent, no, I'm trying to bring in high character guys who can really set the foundation in Charlotte. I might be saying, bro, that's not gonna help you in 2K, but still, it's a realistic rebuild, so that's what we're gonna do. And then for year 3, I just want to establish my own core, you know, figure out who's gonna be a part of my future, who's not. It's probably gonna be like a 4 or 5 year rebuild, I'm not gonna lie. We're playing the long game here. Anyways, man, that's a look at the 3-year game plan. We are 13-41 right now, and 13th in the Eastern Conference. It's not very good, but that's totally fine. Let's end the rest of this season. Alrighty, man, the boys won 21-61 this season, which again, I'm totally fine with. Anyways, looking out, just got MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Is there anything for the Hornets? No, there's not, but that's fine. What about the LNBA teams though? Let's take a look at this thing. We should have something for Brandon Miller, right? Yeah, there we go. All rookie first team, you love to see it. And that's gonna be it for us. It looks like we were tied for the 3rd worst record in the NBA. We'll take that. Let's take a look at the stats now. Alrighty, so LaMelo Ball led the way, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. And let's see. He shot 34% from deep. That's pretty tough. We do have Miles Bridges though, 36%. Brandon Miller 39. We got Trey Mann 37, Cody Martin 35, Grant Williams 38. I mean, we got a lot of 3-point shooting, man. Seth Curry 37, and even Nick Smith Jr. 45. You love to see it. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, we got Miles Bridges 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. We also got Brandon Miller 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And Mark Williams, he did come back with like a week left in the regular season just to get some of the rust off. He averaged 13 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. And I do see Trey Mann here, but I do want to see what he averaged after the All-Star break. So let me pull that up. I mean, he looked pretty good. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. His efficiency did go down. Obviously, he's in a bigger role though, so that's fine. Overall, I'll take it. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's sim these playoffs. All right, so like I said, we're gonna sim this whole thing here and just see how it all plays out. Honestly, man, it doesn't really matter. All I care about is that upcoming lottery, where if we can get a top 3 pick, that would be great. Anyways, simming this thing here, it is gonna be the Nuggets winning it all, and Nikola Jokic Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Now it's time for the moment of truth. What pick are we gonna get? As let's see, we have the 3rd best odds. It does say our pick is supposed to go to San Antonio, although it's top 14 protected, so it won't convey. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's rip the band-aid off. As let's see, we're gonna get pick number 6. So tough. It is what it is, man. Let's go to draft night. All right, so now we're at the 6th pick, and we do got some good options. You know, we got Ron Holland. We also got Cody Williams. I feel like that's the top 2, and I think I want to go with Ron Holland. You know, we need some defense, some physicality, and a replacement for Miles Bridges. And even though I do like Cody Williams a little bit more offensively, I feel like we already got a lot of offense, man. I think when it comes to what this team needs, Ron Holland is the best choice. Let's go to make that pick. Ron Holland, welcome to the Hornets. And it's a small trade, but I'm going to send Vasilije Micic and the 5th pick in the 2nd round to the Utah Jazz for the 2nd pick in the 2nd round. If you're the Jazz, man, you're a young team, bringing in Vasilije Micic as like a veteran, I think would be nice. I mean, all it's going to cost them is moving down 3 spots in the 2nd round. That's not too bad. And then for us, man, I'm trying to make some moves in free agency. This will free up some money for us. Will they say yes to this thing? And they will. There we go. And now that we got that done, man, we're here in free agency and we got some money to spend. And I think I want to get Markelle Fultz. You know, we need some defense in the backcourt, and also I said I want to change the culture in Charlotte. I think Markelle Fultz is a soft-spoken, high character guy, just like Trey Mann. I think he would fit in well, man. Let's do 18 Ms per year for the next 3 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. Markelle Fultz, welcome to the Hornets. And I'm not done yet, man. I also want to sign Jalen Smith, who I think would be a nice floor spacing big man for us. And when you look at the Pacers, man, they got Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Obi Toppin, Jarris Walker, Isaiah Jackson. Got a lot of bigs, man. Jalen Smith is probably the odd man out. I think he would thrive somewhere else. Let's do 13.5 Ms per year for the next 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. I like that pickup a lot, man. Jalen Smith, welcome to the Hornets. Now we're at play progression where we do have a lot of green arrows. That's good to see. We got LaMelo Ball up 2-90, Brandon Miller up 4-86. Let's see, Trey Mann, bro, 4-79. That's really good. We also got Jalen Smith up 1-79. Cody Martin up 2-78. I made him a small forward, so that's why. But anyways, what else do we got here? We got Bryce McGowan's up 2-75. Nick Smith Jr. up 2-74. JT Thor up 2-73. And is that going to be it for us? No, it's not. I got Seth Curry, bro, down 3-71. That's totally fine. Honestly, I like this team a lot, man. I feel really good about it. Let's keep it moving to season 2 and try to make the playoffs. And that's the team for year 2, man. We got LaMelo Ball, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller. I'm going to start Jalen Smith right now, but eventually we'll be Ron Holland. Again, it goes back to the culture thing, bro. You got to earn it. But anyways, we also got Mark Williams. That's our starting 5. Off the bench, we got Markelle Fultz, Ron Holland, Cody Martin, Grant Williams, and Nick Richards. Like I said, man, I think it's a good team. Let's get this simming and try to make the playoffs. Alright, so I did not see this coming, but we're here at the trade deadline, and we're 31-20 to 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. You'll love to see it. I don't want to buy too much, but let's look around for some trades. Alright, man, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Nick Richards to the Golden State Warriors for Trevor Brazil and 2 second-round picks. Obviously, the Warriors need a center with really good size. I think they would take Nick Richards. And then for us, man, it's time that we start Ron Holland at the 4 spot. And if that's the case, we already got our bigs off the bench with Grant Williams and Jalen Smith. I think it's a good deal, man. Let's see if they will say yes to this. And they will. There we go. And that's the team for year 2. We got LaMelo Ball, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller, Ron Holland, and Mark Williams. Off the bench, we got Markelle Fultz, Jalen Smith, Grant Williams, Cody Martin, and Nick Smith Jr. It's a really good team. Let's get back to simming. Alrighty, man, so we went 45 and 37 this season. We'll take that. Anyways, I got Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Is there anything for us? No, there's not, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. Is there anything here? Probably for like Ron Holland, right? Let's see. There we go. All-rookie second team. We'll take it. I will take this too, man. We're the 6th seed in the Western Conference. No playing necessary. You love to see it. Anyways, let's take a look at his stats now. As Brandon Miller led the way. He averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And let's see. He shot 40% from deep. We also got LaMelo Ball 38%, and not much else. Wow, that's pretty surprising. I guess we need some more 3-point shooting. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, we got LaMelo Ball 18 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals. We also got Trey Mann 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Mark Williams, he looked pretty good. You know, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. And then what about the rookie man, Ron Holland? He averaged 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. I'm not mad at it. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Alrighty, so we're gonna face the Bucks in the first round. This is gonna be tough, but let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Damian Lillard, Edmund Sumner, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bobby Portis Jr. It's a good team, man. I'm not too optimistic, but let me show in the rotation. Alrighty, so I gave more minutes to the starters and not so much to the bench, and I did take Nick Smith Jr. out of it. Is that enough to make it out of this thing, man? Let's find out. As we're gonna take this game by game per usual. Let's see, we do win game 1. Wow. It is 2-0 us now. Bro, no shot. 2-1, that's fine. 2-2. Come on, bro. 3-2 them. Bro, we got a shot here. Let me mess around with this. If we could win, that would be crazy. Alright, man, so I did make it an 8-man rotation, and I took Grant Williams out of it. I mean, take a look at his numbers, man. Like, if you don't get out my rotation, is that enough to win 2 games here? Let's find out. And no, it's not. That's tough. We put up a 5-man, but it is what it is. As simming the rest of this thing, who is gonna win it all? It's gonna be the Miami Heat, okay. And Jimmy Butler got Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Alright, man, so here at the draft lottery, we did have pick number 18, but it is going to the Spurs. It is what it is. Let's skip the draft. Now we're in free agency where I'm looking for like a 3-and-D guy. Why not Dante Exum, 9 M's per year for the next 2 seasons? Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. Alright, so now we're at play progression, and once again, we got a lot of green arrows. We got LaMelo Ball up 1-91, Brandon Miller up 3 to an 89. We also got Mark Williams up 2 to an 84, Trey Mann up 2 to an 81, Ron Holland up 3 to an 80. That's really good. I mean, like I said, it's a lot of green arrows, man. Jalen Smith up 1 to an 80, Grant Williams up 1 to a 77, and even like Nick Smith Jr. up 2 to a 76. That's really good. It's a good team, man. I feel great about it. Let's go to season 3 and try to make some noise in the playoffs. Alrighty, so the team for year 3 is looking like LaMelo Ball, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller, Ron Holland, and Mark Williams. Off the bench, we got Marco Fultz, Jalen Smith, Dante Exum, Cody Martin, and Grant Williams. Let's not waste any more time. Let's head to the trade deadline, where I think it's time to be buyers. Talk to me, but talk to me nice, man. We're here to trade deadline and we are 34 and 17, the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. It's definitely time to compete. Let's look around for some trades. Alrighty, so I'm trying to send Cody Martin and 2 second-round picks to the Toronto Raptors for Kelly Oubre. Obviously, they're a rebuilding team. They'll take the expiring contract and 2 second-round picks. I think that's a good return. And then for us, man, I feel like we need a spark plug off the bench. You know, Kelly Oubre can be that for us. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And he's shooting 35% for deep, which we'll take. I'm just not realizing we're gonna bring him back to Charlotte. So that's pretty funny. Either way, man, I like this deal. Let's see if they will say yes to this, and they will. There we go. Kelly Oubre, welcome back to Charlotte. And that's the team for year 3, man. We got LaMelo Ball, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller, Ron Holland, and Mark Williams. Off the bench, we got Marco Fultz, Kelly Oubre, Jalen Smith, Dante Exum, and Grant Williams. I like it a lot. Let's get back to simming. Alrighty, man, so we went 55 and 27 this season. That's a really big jump. You'll love to see it. Anyways, I got Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Is there anything that concerns us? No, there's not, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. Is there anything for the Hornets? Yes, there is. LaMelo Ball, All-NBA 3rd team. That's really good. Is there anything else here? Ron Holland, bro. All-defensive 2nd team. I said I got him because I wanted some defense, and he's doing that, so shout out to him. And that's going to be it for us. It looks like we're the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. You love to see it. Let's take a look at his stats now. Alrighty, so Brandon Miller led the way once again. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he shot 42% from deep, man. That's really good. We also got LaMelo Ball 38%, Trey Mann 40, we got Kelly Oubre Jr. 36, then we got Dante Exum 38, and even Grant Williams 36. We got a lot of shooters, man. You love to see it. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, I got LaMelo Ball 18 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, and 2 steals. We also got Trey Mann 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal, and Ron Holland 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. It looks like our man got the bench was Kelly Oubre, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Nikola Topic, Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, Keldon Johnson, and Nicholas Claxton. It's a good team, and I think we are better, but let me mess around with the rotation just to be safe. Alrighty, so I did make it a 9-man rotation, and I did take Grant Williams out of it. Is that enough to make it out of this thing, man? Let's find out. As we are going to take this game by game per usual. Let's see, we do win game 1. It is 2-0 us now. Let's see, it is 3-0 now. Is it going to be that easy? Yes, it is. Anyways, now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Detroit Pistons. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Marcus Sasser, no K Cunningham. That's interesting. And then they also got Jalen Green. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyways, they also got Asar Thompson, Miles Bridges. I guess that's where he ended up. And then they also got Alexandre Sarr. It's a good team, man, but I think we are better. Let's get into it. So we do in game 1. That's good. It is 2-0 us now. 3-0. Is it going to be that easy? No, it's not. Okay. They didn't think I'd sweep them, but please no game 7, bro. We got a game 7. Are you kidding me, man? Let me mess around with this rotation, because yeah, we're not going to blow this. All right, man, so I get more minutes to the starters here, and it is still a 9-man rotation. Is that enough to make it out of this thing? Let's find out. So we're going to go Simcast here, and if it is close to it, we'll jump into it. But anyways, we win the first quarter. That's good. Let's see, win the second. Yeah, okay, I think we got this. That's good, because if we blew a 3-0 lead, I would have been heated. And just like that, we're in the conference finals, going up against the Cavs. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Adam Bona, apparently. Then they got Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. It's a good team, man. I think they are better, but you never really know. So they do win game 1. Let's see, 1-1, way to bounce back there. It is 2-1 them now, 2-2. Come on, man, 3-2 them. I already messed around with the rotation. So let's go Simcast. So we do force a game 7. There we go. Let's go Simcast, man. And if it is close, we'll jump into it. But let's see. We win the first quarter. That's a good start. They win the second. We got a game here, man. That's for sure. But anyways, let's see. We got a 6-point lead with 2 minutes left. I think we got this one in the bag, bro. Are we going to win this thing? And we are. Wow. It's only year 3, but the Charlotte Hornets are in the NBA Finals. And we're going to face the OKC Thunder, man. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Quentin Grimes, not Josh Giddey or Cason Wallace. That's interesting. Anyways, also got Melvin Ajinça instead of Lou Dort. And then they got Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. It's a good team, but they're missing some pieces. I think we have a chance here. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into it. Can we win this thing in year 3? As we win game 1, it is 2-0 us now. No shot. 3-0, and we get a clean sweep, bro. Talk to me nice, man. Talk to me nice. The Charlotte Hornets have won a championship in year 3, and it's actually Ron Holland Finals MVP. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. That's a crazy stat line. Shout out to him. Let's take a look at the playoff stats now. We got Brandon Miller, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he shot 45% from deep, man. That's insane. We also got LaMelo Ball, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1 steal, and he shot 43% from deep. That's really good. And how about Trey Mann, bro? He beat the team that traded him away in the NBA Finals, and he averaged 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal, and he shot 36% from deep, man. Shout out to him. And when you take a look at his team, man, it's definitely set up to win some more championships in the future. I mean, we got LaMelo Ball 24, Brandon Miller 23, Mark Williams 24, Trey Mann 25, Ron Holland 20. It's a really good team. I'm happy with it. Anyways, man, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate y'all. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.